Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Hernandez. That breaking news is out of Southeast Harris. Meteorologist Caroline Brown to talk about this forecast. How are we looking outside?
I mean, we're looking a lot like yesterday.
Yeah.
We started off muggy, foggy this afternoon, warm in the 80s. I want to show you a place that hasn't changed, though.
Okay.
That's down on the island because we have just been dealing
In an unsolved triple murder out of Cyprus, and he hopes a $25,000 reward will help catch the killer. That investigation started back downtown. With more details on all of this, Corley. Here in the waterline contract corruption scandal has agreed to spend in prison in a plea deal. She is one of 7 people indicted after our drained investigation first uncovered taxpayer dollars paid out to friends and live downtown with more on that plea and what's next. Amy. It is a story we first brought you on our KPRC2 Plus live stream. A man is in the hospital after deputies say he was shot driving on the Grand Parkway in Northwest Harris County. Our Kathy Hernandez has more from investigators. Well, aviation is in the spotlight after 2 deadly crashes involving airplanes in Washington and Philadelphia in a matter of days. Straight away here out of the break and talk about this weather because the mugginess is in full effect.
I mean, it is back. For everyone who complained that it was too cold,
Right.
we don't like the snow, well...
Yeah. Southeast Harris County, the Gulf Coast. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to meet with President Trump at the White House today. This as U.S. and Arab mediators begin work of brokering the next ceasefire agreement over the war in Gaza. NBC's Yasmin Vasugian reports from Tel Aviv.
Prime Minister.
Aviation safety is in the spotlight today following those 2 deadly plane crashes in D.C. and Philadelphia. Nation's capital, the Army Corps of Engineers is leading the effort to pull what's left of that American Airlines regional jet from the Potomac River. NBC's Tom Costello is at Reagan National with the latest. Meteorologist Caroline Brown talking about the warm weather and the fog on the coast today.
I mean, it is just icky out there, and
Yeah.
we're going to continue to see more fog by the coast.
Afternoon relief is in sight for some Porter residents struggling with water quality issues after a community member reached out to the Click to Houston help desk. Efforts are now underway to address that problem. Our Rochelle Turner has more on the progress. Well, tomorrow, parents, students and educators across HISD are organizing a one-day sick out to send a message, they say, to district. China announced sweeping export controls today targeting 5 metals used across defense, clean energy and other industries, minutes after an additional 10% tariff on Chinese goods imported by President Trump came into effect. NBC's Janice Mackey-Freyer reports from Beijing. Something we'll continue to watch. Well, there are a lot of nerves about a new virus that's ramping up in China. That virus known as HN. Nervous, especially as cold and flu season ramps up here in Houston. Health reporter Haley Hernandez explains. Thank you. We want to talk to Caroline Brown right now about this forecast and not a bad day to be out there, right?
Not a bad day. Just stay hydrated and look at the weather before you get dressed, because I wore jeans on Sunday and I regretted it. We hit 79.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be that warm, or at least when I was walking out the door, I didn't really think about it.
It's February.
Jeans have been fine for the last few months, and
Exactly.
I just checked that one off the
Yes.
list. I'm okay with the 80s.
Can move forward. All right, Caroline, thank you. Well, it was a sea of red at Higgins Elementary School in White House, Texas on Monday, hometown to Patrick. If you're opting for sugar-free alternatives to skip the actual sugar, is that really a healthier option? Consumer Reports takes a look. Fresh off her latest Grammy wins, Beyonce announces tour dates, and of course she's making a stop in her hometown of Houston. David Daniel has that, plus your first look at Final Destination Bloodlines in today's Hollywood Minute. I can't watch it, David Daniel. All right, thank you. The Beatles have won their 8th Grammy 5 decades after breaking up. All right, it's just about 1 o'clock. It's time to get it on over to Studio B with Eric and Tessa. Hi, guys.
What's up, Lisa? Great to see you. You're like a ray of sunshine today.
I'm trying.
You match our orchid and our pillows.
Thank you.
Okay, Lisa, we'll take it from here. 1 o'clock on.
2-year-old Robert Johnson was tracked down by members of the U.S. Marshals Gulf Coast Violent Offenders and Fugitive Task Force. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
He was tased, shot, and eventually taken down with the help of a canine officer at a McDonald's on Bay Area Boulevard near Highway 3 in Clear Lake. KPRC2's Billboard, 10 years in prison. Who investigators say masterminded a multi-million-dollar waterline repair contract scheme, funneling money to herself, her family, and friends.
KPRC2 Investigates first exposed the contracts in our Drained series. Investigator Amy Davis was in the courtroom for that plea hearing today.
Patrice Lee.
Muggy here in town, seeing some sun. Definitely not looking so good along the coast.
No, let's get it on over to Caroline. You got that live picture behind you.
It's the sea fog. It really is not pleasant out there.
Thank you. A trade war with China is closer to reality as the two largest economies impose tariffs against one another.
The question is, can the two sides find common ground before American consumers see rising prices? NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has the story from Washington.
We'll call it the nuclear option. A Texas campus could be the newest nuclear power
Story we told you about last month regarding the growing needs of our power grid.
Texas A&M could soon see the next generation of nuclear reactors being built on its campus. KPRC2 Investigates Robert Arnold is here with an announcement made today about working toward increasing our state's use of nuclear energy, Robert.
Right. 4 nuclear reactor companies have agreed to develop their technology and potentially build their nuclear reactors just up the road from us at Texas A&M. That was the big reveal today. We have Kairos Power, Natura Resources. Now, the Texas Public Utility Commission is all Texas needs to invest in as a way to keep up with demand from both and technology. Currently, only 10% of our power comes from nuclear.
And our population is growing. That's
Yes,
not
it
slowing
is.
down
No,
anytime
not at all.
soon.
No, they're saying we're going to double our needs by 2050.
Okay, Robert Arnold, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Let's get on over to Carolyn.
U.S. aviation disaster in a generation are balancing 2 important missions. Pulling debris from 2 aircraft that crashed and fell into the Potomac River and searching for the remains of those still in the wreckage.
Officials have so far identified 55 of the 67 victims. Reporter Laura Aguirre brings us more on the NTSB's search for answers.
And muggy, and it's early February.
Foggy.
And foggy.
Yes, Caroline.
And foggy. I mean, it's just kind of gross outside,
bit.
especially as you go into the mornings. We were getting so.
We're reaching out to the Click to Houston help desk after spending months trying to get her insurance to replace her roof. This is what the roof looks like. There's patchwork to prevent rain from getting into the
Hurricane Beryl hit last year. Ever since, she tells our Rowan Logan, she's battling her insurance to pay. Our thanks to Rowan for that report. China is hitting back on President Donald Trump's tariffs, and the back and forth between the world's 2 largest economies could put the American consumer right in the middle.
That's right. Reporter Karen Kaifa is in Washington with what consumers need to know. Cancer kills more than 100,000 people every year, and early detection can save lives.
Certainly can. Coming up.
Crash in Philadelphia and the deadly midair collision in Washington, D.C. last week have put a renewed focus on aviation safety.
There's an ongoing push to put more eyes on air traffic using innovative training tools. Reporter Ted Greenberg has more from New Jersey. All right, let's get on over to meteorologist Caroline Brown talking about this forecast. I know you have I couldn't see the zoo cam behind you, so I want to get right to it. But how are we starting our weather right now?
I mean, we're starting off warm out there, but we're dry. We're not dealing with any rainfall. The fog is staying by the coast for now. And what I find interesting is down at the zoo, we're actually
Middle of February.
Here we go.
But here we are, 10 days out.
what is happening?
I
Next
don't
thing you know, I'll be a mom.
Exactly.
There you go.
We need that on the calendar too, Caroline.
I know.
I know. All right. Thank you. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths, claiming more than 125,000 lives last year.
While early detection can save lives, experts say many of those eligible for screening, well, they don't get tested. Our health reporter, Haley Hernandez, explains who should be screened and talks to a lung cancer survivor about why she says a billboard saved her life. Today is World Cancer Day, and this morning our Zach Lajue learned about some of the advancements being made.
He spoke with Dr. William Kantz, the former CMO and Chief Scientific Officer with the American Cancer Society. We're less than a week away from the Super Bowl happening in New Orleans.
That's right, and one Louisiana woman will now find herself in the stadium. A wild wreck sends a car squealing down the street, and an ex rudely returns a first date reminder.
Reporter Patrick Cornell shows us those moments in today's Take a Look at This.
That does it for KPRC 2 News at 4.
The news at 5 starts in 60 seconds.